Oh, hello, DrHamster here. Welcome back to another live stream on the channel. Today we're gonna continue working on the creative world. Right now it's what I call the pre-stream, where I wait for everything to warm up, my primary software and whatnot. Get the link of the live stream and do the one minimal bit of advertising I do. Alright, let me see. Oh wow, that's funny. Do you know how good of a YouTuber I am? So I have a alt YouTube account that I use to watch the live stream because I believe it gives a slightly better viewing experience for me because that's how I know everything's going well. If someone who's not an admin or administrator can see things going all right, then things are probably going all right. But I just realized my alt account was never ever subscribed to me. Isn't that funny? uh, jeez. Well, there we go. Got a brand new dumb subscriber for me. Isn't that great? All right. The link posted and kablam. All right, there we go. Now I can see the chat and not be too worried about nothing going wrong. So, my goal for today's stream is to at the very least get all of these little interiors kitted out, and then I can move on to some of these skyscrapers. I have been, while the week while I've not been live streaming, building a little bit every day. You'll probably see bits and pieces of that. However, the major project I did do during the downtime I was not streaming was putting in all of these damn floors. Oh yeah, I also did the interior for the museum. It's actually kind of cool. I just did little displays showing each of the biomes I could remember. Uh, just some fossils, and I rebuilt, well, in small scale, the classic Minecraft structures. I decided to go with an old village because nostalgia. And finally, this has always been under here. It's just never had a proper entrance. I made a proper elevator shaft to the little aquarium down here. It's a little weird that there's an aquarium down here. Doesn't make any logical sense, but that's what younger me decided, so I will respect that wish. Alright, and that's the museum. So, before our stream started, I built this and then realized I should probably be streaming this since I have a few hours of downtime without having to do anything. So, got a little restaurant here. I have to decide what else I want to be a restaurant. The answer is I don't know. I think, yeah, these can be gift shops or something. I don't know. This can be another restaurant. So this is birch, so I want this. What do I want the furniture to be made of? I don't need an ender chest in here. No idea. Alright. So, let's me think. If I I was a creator of a restaurant, I'd probably want this to be the view I'd want my guests to see. Oh, cool. And I'd probably be okay with um, the kitchen being here. So I'll put the kitchen here. Now this building has a second story, so the staircase here. Ah, yeah, as a aside, I decided no music today stream. I don't know, just I didn't want to deal with it. There we go. Perfect. Maybe the staircase should be made out of jungle wood. Yeah, that probably would contrast better with everything. Hmm, is this okay? I mean, not really, but I don't think anyone. There is no OSHA, so whatever. I guess there is technically a building code on this world, but it is kind of the worst building code ever written because I wrote it. Like, oh boy, 7 years ago, maybe? At least 5 years ago. So you know it's terrible. There we go. A railing for safety reasons because we all know the Minecraft player can sue. There we go. And oops, lamb. Alright, a staircase. South want to really make the furniture in general out of jungle though, so what should the tables be made of? I don't think a dark wood work too well, so I guess the oak. Oh yeah, I need to make sure there's a little entrance to the kitchen here. And I just realized I should probably figure out lighting. Ah, jeez. I don't know. Big yawn. Lanterns maybe? I don't know. Got to light. No, I actually did light this place up. Okay, cool. That's cool. Um, jeez. All these are kind of boardwalk. Yeah, I'll stick to the good old words of keep it simple, stupid, and just make it lanterns. There we go, that should be enough lighting. I was thinking about maybe I should come up with some decent theming for this restaurant. However, I realized that I don't know if I care to do that, which is kind of terrible, but it is true. Alright, so I think it'll be easier to steal the kitchen from in here than to go through the create menu and block and try to pick out everything. So I'm picking out my basic kitchen kit. There we go. Guess I'll go with that as well. The Blackstone and what's it called? Diorite floor. And time to get this kitchen built. So first things first, fridge. I think fridge would go lovely right there. Smooth that. Smoothen that up. Get this going right here. Help, I forgot the vent. It shouldn't be too hard to find. There we go, a cobblestone wall and iron trap door. Make the vent. think, guess that can go right here, and a brewing stand. What does brewing stand represent? I don't know. Coffee machine, I guess. Alright. Whoops. And flex stone dot and out right here. Perfect. Alright, that looks alright. Now to finish things off, some good old oak tables. These will be some really small and simple tables, but whatever. Well, shouldn't have anything blocking that. Perfect. Should be another one table somewhere around here, so I guess. No, let's just keep it simple. And let's see. Few more tables against the wall here. Oops. Alright. And let's just finish dotting these tables around. And bingo. Alright, one more in the middle here. And this should be a restaurant. Alright, now for the most important part. Some more lights. Have these go out 2 blocks from the center, and that should be enough to just light up the whole room. And there we go, building number 2 complete. So I got 2 restaurants in here, the rest should probably be gift shops. Now, for a reason, I think this should be a fish seller. So I think some darker furniture would be okay in here. And we'll need item frames. There we go. Hmm. I have an idea. This way we can have a window display and a floor display. Bloop, bloop, and bloop. Yeah, it looks like a shelf, and we can have some of these going on about. Now, you might go, this makes no sense. How can you have fish on shelves? To that I say, I don't know. Eh, these are all plushies. We'll just say that. Yeah, plushies. There we go. And need a cash register somewhere. We'll just say right here is good enough for now. Perfect. And for the classic cash register look, a quartz stair. Alright, let's get some more shelving in. And get some other random nautical goodies. Bloop, bloop, and bloop. Alright. Another shelf. And now probably a shelf random here. Don't need to go too crazy with everything. Alright, good enough. Yeah, I also need to think of lighting. More lanterns. Could do something slightly more interesting, but don't know if I want to, so there we go. More lanterns. Okay, now for nautical stuff. Sure, those two work. Any other ocean theme thing? Guess those two things also work. And there we go. Oh boy. Stuff can go on top of the shells like that. That is super cool. I don't know if I'm going to use that for this, but yeah, it's good to know for the future. Food stuff. There we go. Anything else ocean themed in here? You mean other than the raw variants? Nah. Perfect. Good enough. Alright. So that's another shop done. So let's see, we got three more. Oh boy. What should the other things be? Selling? I don't know. Don't think I need it. No, that sells that. Oh, these are weird. But shop dedicated to glazed terracotta? Eh, I thought of dumber stuff. Alright. So, should anything be done up here? Like, I don't know. I don't have any good ideas for this little place up here. So let's open this up and get some of this going. Let's just shrink this whole shop by a block. Make this interior slightly more easier to build. There we go. Yeah, that works well enough. Alright, so let's see what else. Guess I'll go with spruce furniture for this one and a quartz stair. I say counter right here. And I guess since this is a, what did I say again? This shop, whatever these weird things are, still don't fully comprehend why these are in the game. They look cool though, so I guess I won't complain. There we go, some of that action. Get some of these to line the shelves. Make sure. Some of that right there. Alright, get just a whole bunch of random glazed terracottas and we'll call it a day in here. Alright, I got grab up one of each. There we go. And there we go, all the variants, I think. And if it's not, whatever. There we go, got the weirdest idea for a shop out of the way. Now two more. Oh boy. The botanist, maybe? Ah, this has two stories though. And it's kind of large. Um, go with this one for the botanist. Punch out this middle floor here. So I have a dumb idea. Need a railing. And that. Alright. Quick little reminder, drink water. Right. So this will be an aquatic themed botanist. So I need to figure out how to do that. I think I have an idea, but it will be a little rough. So we'll have this like this to hold back the water since stairs and stuff can be waterlogged now. And let's make this look good. Some trapdoors like this. The reason why I needed waterlogged blocks is to have some coral. Yeah, I want all the coral variants, so I want a fin as well. Alright, that looks alright. Let's see. What else? Let's get the sales desk in. Just sticking to our very boring theme of front desk looking like this. Let's now get another little desk looking thing or table looking thing and get some water logged going like that and have another table here. We'll put the what's it called? The coral blocks up here. Will these work? Yeah, there we go. And I guess for my final trick, we'll just have a little tank for the sea pickle and that. So we'll push these two things back and I need red and purple. Nope, purple and pink. There we go, that's good enough. Alright, and I need glass, glass, glass. Glass is in here now. Jeez. Alright, some water going. Perfect. See pickle, and finally, let's see, kelp. Yep, that's good enough. It's not a fish cellar, so I need to have any fish. Now I want to do something up here, I guess. Just because I should. Have no idea, though. So I'm going to do a really terrible statue looking thing out of prismarine. Really hard to do a statue in 4x4 blocks, or 2x2. 4x4 would actually probably be okay. I don't know, looks like at least an idol, so I guess that's cool. Alright, now finally what I do with this building. I don't know. I really, really don't know. For some reason I feel the urge to go up here. I'm pretty sure the last stream I did was the stream where we built this. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Still kind of wild that this interior got done to me. For the longest time, I had no idea what to do inside this dome. I thought it was a really terrible space to build, but here we go. We actually found something to do with this place. Can't really say it looks great, but it's something. Oh, heh. Hi, bud. I also got the interior for this skyscraper done during this week. Some really basic apartments going through, as you can see here. Not too fancy. Although what is fancy is in this building over here, I got some office space going, which I thought was pretty cool. And most importantly, in terms of secret builds, a disco room. Because everyone needs a disco. Oh yeah, and after all this time, I got these cranes in. Ah, not as futuristic as I probably originally envisioned, but these are pretty good. I just realized this. Jeez. Got tired. This crane right here is probably a little too close to it be properly load and unload stuff on the ship. But well, not my current problem. I also worked on my main tower a little. This will definitely be probably a non-live stream project. But I got the top floor kit out and something I found really cool and made a fun discovery. So, for the longest time, I had two void maps in this world. A void map being this crazy looking place, which is just a map that is purely one color. I had blue and gray. Turns out I had one more void map technically. It's actually really easy to get. And this is the nether roof void map. It's technically not a void map. However, tell me you know where the walls begin and roof begin. You can barely tell. And as you can see, it says the nether roof void map. It, whenever you go on another roof, it just shows you this pattern when you make a map. Or, not nether roof, I suppose the nether in general. But yeah, another cool spot in this little tower right here. This is where I recorded a April Fool's video. I think the Dr. Gerbil one, where I pretended Dr. Gerbil took over the channel. Oh, this actually has a name. Cool. Oh yeah, I suppose I should explain where these two void maps are easily made. This one's just the end void map. This is the end ocean. I forget which ocean, space of ocean, but if you just clear out all the blocks poking through, then if you it should just be a void map. So it's pretty easy to make. This is a fun little secret. You'll get this People get to discover if they ever decide to get the world download. If I ever release the world download. Love teasing people. Although since this has been here for so long, it's the worst secret ever. I'll just show this. So I don't know what this shaft was meant to be. I Honestly, I have no idea. Oh boy, yawning again. Huh. All I do know is that this deep slate used to be bedrock. This was made before the what's it called? The Caves and Cliffs update. So, that upstate the bedrock was placed with deep slate right there. Also, the only other cool part of this shaft was I suppose I could just block it off here and this would be kind of funny. It's a little creep on into the aquarium right there. I'll leave this as originally was for now. And this was my house. Okay, enough downtime. One final little, what's it called again? Boardwalk shop to build. Ah, boy. Ah, jeez. I'm really delaying myself here because I have absolutely zero idea on what to do. I want to sell food in this. That's for sure. Armors and tools, maybe. Oh, that's stupid. Alright, there we go. That's an idea. Spectral arrows. That's dumb enough to sell. Uh, hey, oh boy. Oh, geez, I'm mentally crashing out fast. I did not stay late up at all. It's the weirdest times. My mind just, uh, likes to shut down. I still have to live stream though, so I'll finish the live stream. Then I guess I will take a nap even though I can't take naps due to my dumb quirks. Not exactly insomniac, but I'm kinda close. It's fine most times 'cause I go to bed early. Yeah, I don't have a medical good condition, so I'm fine. I'm sure a true insomniac would not take medication to go sleep at all, but yeah, struggle to wake up in the mornings. The advice of going to bed early does help. It's about the only healthy habit I have. There we go. Some lighting down here. Some quick lighting around here. Alright, that should work. Now, tipped arrows, tipped arrows. How should I sell those? I think in glass cases would look kind of cool. Oh boy. Um, no wonder. Nope, that doesn't work. Ah, darn. I have to replace these stairs. There we go. Alright. More glass cases. Yay. Um, uh, jeez. My mind is. Well, at least I'm able to execute the motions of building still. uh, uh, you've done something enough over the years, you suppose it's easier to go through the motions of something. Been a bunch of glass casings so I can display all the tipped arrows in the game. Yeah, we'll just have dead space right there, that's fine. That's good enough. Alright. Regular arrow, spectra, arrow splashing. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Arrow, night vision, arrow, invisibility, jump. Oh. Huh. That's cool, I guess, to know. Arrow jump boost was yellow. Turtle master, water breathing. Instant healing, harming, poison, regen, strength, weakness, luck. I'm not going to put in the last few. Okay. Item frames. Guess I'm just going to repeat this pattern for a while. There we go. Bunch of random arrows. Get some iron frames going here as well. Almost done with the most lame shot. Actually, bottom floor for arrows, top floor for tools. Yeah, why not? Or weapons, really. There we go. Good enough. And let's go with, I don't know, shovels next. This is a mess. Picks. And finally, hose. There we go. And that should be shot complete. There we go. That has an okay looking window view. Alright. Now that's complete. My second project I wanted to do today. My mind feels like mush. I'm gonna do something that should be easy. As finish up the apartments in here. And I say that, and then all of a sudden get a huge wave of exhaustion thinking about it. Whoa. Okay. First things first, think about the lobby. There we go. Alright. So I think I'm gonna do the good old end stone um, fluorescent lights. Alright, good enough. Next things next, decide what color of furniture I want in this tower. I don't know, lime green, I guess. Really terrible theme I've been going with is just having every room in a single building have the same color of furniture. And it makes things easier and quicker to build, but it's definitely not realistic at all. Okay, so this is what a single apartment looks like. Now I've gotta figure out how I want to divide things. Ah, jeez. Bedroom, bathroom, everything else. Sure. Ah, boy. Arco Quad and Spruce. Nope. There we go. Oak shouldn't be the color of the furniture, though. I guess oak, because why not? And, gonna need, where is it? Here it is. Okay. I'm also gonna need a flower pot, which should be the plant in all the rooms. Oak trees, I guess. Ah, there we go. There we go. Alright, bathroom. Ground blocks for the kitchen as well. Good enough. Alright, that's that. And, door. Okay. There we go. Get some lighting in here going. Go, simple kitchenette, and you need a dining table. There we go. This wall feels a little blank to me. Real simple fix though. Just some boring old table here with pot plant and now lighting. All right. That is apartment one done. 1 out of 6 or 8. I forget how many floors are in this building. One, two, three, four. One of 10. Yep, 1 of 10. Okay. Well, at least there's gonna be content in the stream for a little bit. Alright, so let's try to figure out the design for the lighting in this hallway here. And something like simple like this, maybe? I don't know. Looks decent enough, though. Don't need to worry too hard about that, I don't think, though. Okay, it's really silly seeing a happy gas flying around. I only have one for lag reasons, but that is so goofy. Honestly, if I ever get a survival world going again, I might just purposely let a few happy ghasts loose. Something like that. Look okay? Yeah, something like that's alright. Alright, so, oh, I was working on this floor, not this floor. This floor. Let's copy the design I did already, since this is going to be a very repetitive building. Whoops. There we go. Copy my little plant design right here. And now on to apartment number 2. There we go. Destroy these random sea lanterns. Don't need them. And let's see. Another bed. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, a little shower right here. Privacy curtain in. Little drain and the curtains. There we go. Bathroom built. Now it's time to get the it's called kitchen in. There we go. I don't want an old painting. I want not a new painting. I want an old painting. Good enough. Oh, almost forgot. Yeah, big old light in. Oh, all right, let's get through. Jeez. Get 8 more apartments in. Boy, that's ridiculous. Thinking about it. This is one of the smaller skyscrapers. Jeez. Oh well. Guess skyscraper done a day. Or one every 2 days. That'll be enough to get this big old project done eventually. There's something I considered before starting stream that decided against it right as I began stream was I was thinking about watching anime while talking. I was like, oh god, that's gonna be way too difficult as it when I think about it. Uh well, like I'm doing a great job of talking anyways, but whatever. Honestly, there's like a bunch of stuff I should probably get caught up on if I cared to. Which I don't know if I necessarily do, so I don't know. That door's done. Get good. Alright, let's get this bathroom built. Privacy curtain. Whoops. Want that going the other way. There we go. Good enough. right? It did. So, pretty sure I already mentioned this, but the reason why I'm making all the rooms in the skyscraper pretty much the same is I am not coming up with 100 different unique interiors. That is way too much mental strain for just me. And honestly, this entire city is going to end up looking a bit the same. That's just the nature of, well, I guess in a sense, that's the nature of culture. I mean, I feel like in America, most houses, if you take in a broad view, look kind of the same because, well, not in just America's general, because we all build from the same materials, all hire the same architects and whatnot. So from a macro view, everything ends up looking the same, even though there's a bunch of unique quirks. Most cities these days end up looking the same with all their big old ugly skyscrapers. Big old gray giants that have zero color and zero personality because they're all made of glass and concrete. And any crazy innovative designs end up not being as structurally sound as the good old boring designs. Plus, there's a desire to be as inoffensive as possible, so everything just meshes together. I mean, I suppose that's something to say about a postmodern society or post-capitalist, whatever junk you want to call it, but it is something that's a problem, and it just feels so bland. And it feels a little ridiculous complaining about it as well, since, I mean, it's just the way the world works, so I complain. Okay. There we go. Alright, get the lighting in, and another room done. Remember to put in lights in here, right? Yeah. Honestly, I thought it's super cool. I recently, in this world, for the first time in ages, made it nighttime. That was a unique experience. Because I'm so used to this being a perpetual day world because, well, it's just easier to build when you can see. So I just have time set to day constantly. But yeah, there we go. I mean, it doesn't really look like a real city at night because, I mean, I lit just due to the how nature of how Minecraft works. I just light everything up because why wouldn't I? And real cities have some darkness in the windows. I mean, half the windows look dark at night. That's where you get the little, I was gonna say, famous paintings and whatnot of a city at night having a whole bunch of little bright speckles in the windows. But that doesn't exist here. Very least, it just looks so like looking through the window and seeing this is just feels so good. It's not okay, that's a little empty from that view right there, but just seeing stuff so nice. Cause look, that just looks like empty warehouse. This doesn't feel nice. So to actually start filling out this world with proper interiors just feels great. In the last room, I decided to add a small change and extend the block out right here. I don't think I'm gonna fix that in the lower floors, but that does look better. Because it gives this a little more room to breathe and whatnot. I decided against having a painting here and just gonna experiment with that one room. Didn't like it as much. So I'm just gonna have this. Oh, that's weird. I'll just do that with this floor only, but I don't think I'm gonna have leaves on tables anywhere else. Yeah, that looks weird. Good enough. I just realized that you don't even see this bottom stair due to how the nature I'm building this. Do I even need to put in that bottom stair? Oh well. It's not too difficult, so I'll keep doing it, but it is a boring thing to consider. There we go. Up, I need a table and chair. There we go. Technically, since these are apartments, I should probably think about adding like TVs or something, but eh. Okay, two more floors. Ugh, blah blah. Then I'll be done with this little project of mine for the day. Actually, I still have something in a previous stream I should fix. There we go. That's this hallway. Good and kitted out. Something feels weird. My imagination. Good, good. Almost done. You know, most of the views out of these skyscrapers will probably be really terrible due to how the nature of the city is, but some of the views are kind of nice. Good enough. All right, let's get this. Yeah, you don't even notice. Oh well. I'm gonna stop bothering the thought then. All right, and whoops. What color? Ah, cyan glass. Neat. My favorite. Whoops. Sharp current like that, and good enough. All right, bedroom time. Meh. All right, now kitchen time. Yeah, another apartment done. All right. All right, there we go. My brain feels mush still. Jeez. Guess it was a bit of a mistake to start streaming today. But that is fine. It's done with this bathroom. We did bedroom, perfect. Alright, get a very generic table and chair going. Alright, one more story? One more story. Alright. Ah, jeez, it's so silly seeing that thing flying around. Honestly, one of the best updates in a while. I don't know. Armor trims are cool. Friendly gas just bubbling about. It's just hilarious to me. You know, new music, cool, cool, cool. So glad they added Chicken Jockey to the game. Out of everything they could have added, oh my gosh, they added Chicken Jockey music disc. High art. Hmm. Totally not being sarcastic at all. Although to be real, my friends hate the Chicken Jockey music disc because it's super un-Minecrafty, and although I absolutely agree with that sentiment, I kind of love it just because of how ridiculous it is. Not the chicken jockey, it's lava chicken. Okay, this ceiling is one block higher. Is that a problem in regards to lighting? Not really. I'm not gonna worry about that then. Alright, table in. I'm feeling this person likes all the plants. Sure. Looks a little off kilter, but why not? Alright, get a sea lantern in here. Door. Door. Alright. And finally a table. Last apartment. Last apartment. Okay, almost done with this project. Right, and I remember light in here. No, I did not. Almost forgot. Hehe. There we go. Is that everything? Should be. Guess I should probably go check to make sure that's consistent between floors. Yep, it is. Perfect. Okay, and as you can see, that's that done. Holy hell, I forgot one single bloody apartment. Oh my, isn't that annoying? Right as you think you're done, there's one more thing to do. Well, I'm glad I didn't clear my inventory just yet. Right, good enough. Ah, jeez. Always hate that feeling. Think you're done, then there's just like one small little thing left to do. Of course, it's never one little small little thing left to do. It's always like 10 little small little things left to do that you kind of forgot about. So, God damn it. God damn it. There we go. Fix that. Whoops. Broke the door. Okay. That's done. Almost done. There we go. And now that should actually be everything. Yeah, that's everything. Bloody hell. That was mind-numbing. Is that all the little... No, there's still one more building on this block until this little city block is done. But that is now officially 4 out of... not 10. I forget. How many skyscrapers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, jeez, I am not counting in a sky like this. There is a way easier way to count how many skyscrapers there are in this world. Our handy dandy map here. Okay, let's go. All right, 1, 2. Okay, so let's do it by block, city block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 23. Seems like a lot. Okay, let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so about 20 is the answer. About 20. It's quite a lot. I mean, I didn't even consider this one and, well, the one I'm in right now. And I guess this is another skyscraper by legal definition, the little parking garage. Oh well. To round off today, I'm going to fix the build. This one right here. Not the first story. This right here. I don't know, I want to add a kitchenette and a bathroom. Also some guardrails. Like, oh my god. And this was the first stream I ever did with coming back. So I was like in a real just get things done without giving a damn mood, but I don't know. I kind of now want to give just a slight damn. I'm not gonna like change my philosophy a little bit. Not too much. I'm not gonna like try to go as good as I possibly can with all this, but I'm not gonna do as terribly as I can either. What I mean by that is I'll go with some generic stuff. Like I'm not gonna create unique, completely unique interiors for everything. Everything's gonna follow a simple design philosophy. For example, all kitchens are gonna look like this. Most tables and chairs will look like this. Like the bedrooms are gonna look like this. But it's okay to have unique stuff in them as well, too. Alright, and get the shower curtain. Whoops. There we go. Alright, that works. There we go. Something very simple to fix it. And now this has a little more thematic sense. Just simple little tweaks like that. Now the in here makes absolutely no sense, but I'm not gonna fix that. So does the fire station, but I feel like it's kind of fine as well. Here's something fun I made. A furniture store. I don't need to keep that anymore. Alright, there we go. That's about everything I wanted to do today. Uh, so yeah, if you enjoyed, please subscribe so you might be able to see more at some point. If you didn't, well, have a decent day. Until next time, see you later. Good.